Right, so me and my mate walked in Maplins yesterday, and I gotta say, they're a bunch of rip-off cunts. All he wanted was a powered USB hub. So we got a USB hub, and the employee said that the cable is like a metre long. Turns out it was like an inch long. So that's a blatant lie. It had a power connector on the side of this USB hub, and a big square box. So we assumed everything was supplied, i.e. the power supply for the powered side of the powered hub. But no, they've got a big square hole thing for nothing, like a cardboard thing, so that you can't even see behind it. And yeah, we just assumed everything's available in there. We thought the adapter was in there and supplied with it, but no. So anyway, we wanted to pay the difference and upgrade to a better hub, which is a 7 USB hub, powered hub, and they wouldn't even accept it. So I looked at the power supplies, and they're like £15. And I was like, how can you justify charging £15? How can you justify your employees lying about the length of a cable? Must have been a pure guess for him. He didn't even know, so he guessed and guessed wrong. So that's lying. It's just the whole thing about Maplins, their extortionate prices, their lies, the fact they wouldn't even take a refund or an upgrade. My mate would just pay the difference and just get a better hub. And it's just total bullshit shop, total crap. So they even had the socket for the hub that he originally bought, so it looked like it was a powered hub, and he could have just bought an adapter, but they charge £15 and the hub is only like £20 anyway for the 7-1. It just makes no sense. It's like it's £6 for a shitty 4-port hub without a power supply, even though it's got a socket for it, and a box like there. So it's misleading, is what I'm getting at. The whole shop is misleading, full of lies. They won't even take refunds or upgrades. It's just total bullshit. And on top of that, they wanted 5p for the bag. I was just laughing at him. I said, I'll go make a YouTube video about this. And all the manager could say is, oh, I'll give you a bag out of goodwill. No, if you had goodwill, mate, you would have done a refund or an upgrade. And he refused to. It was literally within 5 minutes of buying it, and we tested it to we opened it up to make sure it was the right one, and of course it wasn't. And it's bullshit, total bullshit. Just don't bother with Maplins. Just do it online and wait the extra few days and just get a better deal, better customer service, and you can always do a refund, no matter what, even if you open it. It's just total bullshit, just for the sake of a packaging. And yeah, granted, they had dotted lines so you can open these packages, but as soon as my mate tried to do that, the whole thing just ripped. It's just the only way to do it is to sew delicately. Why not make decent packaging? Why do it that way? And the policy should be to accept refunds, especially when you buy it within 5 minutes. See it's the wrong one. And another thing, why have an empty box? You know what I mean? For nothing inside it, just an empty box there inside the packet with nothing in the box. So it's misleading. It's got a socket on there. Okay, all that, we looked at that, and we looked at the power supplies, and the power supplies are £15. That's just extortion. Normally the most you should pay for a power supply is a £5. It's only a power supply, it's not really high end. And yeah, £15, and the hub was only 20 quid anyway. So it just makes no fucking sense. They're just a bunch of rip-off cunts, and people should boycott them. People are getting mugged off because they allow themselves to. They go in there and they buy from them when they could easily just go online. Just go on eBay, go on Maplin, go on to Amazon or anything, any online website. Even Argos will probably do a better job than Maplins. So I don't understand why Maplins is doing business and why people still go there. They had some things that are reasonably priced, but in general, for things that should be like a £5, they charge £15. So that's like 300% markup for them. It's just bullshit. You can go online and get an adapter for a £5. So yeah, boycott fucking Maplins for being lying, deceptive, fucking going against my own policy and not accepting refunds or upgrades. They lied, as I said, outright lied about the length of the cable. And then we goes to phone the customer service number, and of course it was closed by the time got through on the phone. It's one of them shitty 0333 numbers or whatever, and it's just bullshit. They've not even got an answer service or anything like that. Yeah, it's just crap. The whole company is crap. There's nothing good about Maplins. I mean, it does little things now and again, but for the most part, just stick to online. Even eBay's better than Maplins. I mean, everyone knows this already, but for those that don't, just don't bother with it. I know it's convenient. You just go to town, get what you need, done. But it is worth just spending the extra time and waiting for it on delivery, because soon Maplin will realise what's going on. If everyone stuck together and boycotted the piece of shit shop, then they would have to either drop their prices or close up and just fuck off, because they are no good. It's not good for your pocket, and it's not good for customer relations, and it causes a headache. You know what I mean? The lies, the deceptive bullshit that they do. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I told him blatantly I'm going to make a YouTube video about this, and it was only after that I said I was going to make a YouTube video about it that he offered the free 5p bag. He said, out of goodwill, I'll give you a free bag. I mean, a manager of a fucking shop, and all he could do, his power as He-Man at that time, was offer a 5p bag as goodwill. I laughed at him. I fucking laughed. And it's just bullshit, man. So people really need to question Maplins, like, their agenda, basically. They just want to make money, and they don't give a fuck about those customers. You spend good money, and you get fuck all. You get no customer service, no customer relations, you get lies, you get fraud by deception, deceptive packaging, and deceptive box with an empty... You can't just put a box in a packet and sell it with nothing inside the box. He made a point of replying to my statement about that when I said that to him, and he turned around and said, oh, that's just the company that do it, the manufacturer, and it's a standard thing. Well, it's not, because the front end of the packet has, like, the plastic is heated to fit, to mould around the item, and it is totally different size to any other item, so therefore it's individual for the packaging in that respect. So putting a box, an empty box in a packet, come on, how misleading can you get? It's just outright lies and fraud. And the fact that it is sort of open, like the USB part, like on the top half of the packet, it was open, revealing, showing the socket, and then there's a box. So imagine that, picture it in your mind. You get a socket shown and an empty box, but you don't know it's empty until you buy it. Then once you open it, you can't return it, you can't upgrade it, you can't refund. So yeah, man, I'm not going to go on forever, but just think about it. Go online, even if it doesn't come with original packaging. At least you know on eBay you might have to wait a few days, or Amazon. You know, I'm not trying to plug any particular site, and just, you know, spend the extra few days and get it half price. You can read the description, it's clearer, and you can see what it comes with, what it's got. You don't get lies, and if you do, you can get an automatic refund, you know, whether or not the packaging's opened or not, because, you know, once you've read it, you can actually see. But my mate had to ask. He even said to the employee, what does it come with, what size, because it didn't even have it on there, the size. It's so short that it doesn't obviously fall on a scale. It's literally an inch. It's pathetic. So yeah, that's like obviously 2 items, well 3 if you count the £15 power supply, and that's just like three little items basically in their shop, and all 2 out of the 3 was shit, whether it comes to returning or pricing or whatever. But yeah, triangular 7 port, nothing wrong with that, but except for the price. So really it is 3 items I'm complaining about here. So it's £20 for something on eBay for a tenner. So save yourself the money. Don't bother with Maplins. End of rant.